Good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I am an author, an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today radio show. You can also see a video version of this if you go to channel on YouTube called Take Your Life Back Today show. Friends, 4 steps to turn setbacks into comebacks. Every now and then, I encounter other speakers, coaches, or authors with messages that are just have to be shared. Please enjoy 4 Steps to Turn Setbacks into Comebacks by Dr. Willie Jolly. Let's face the facts. The last few years have been economically challenging for most people around the globe. We've gone through financial crisis unlike anything most of us have ever seen in our lifetimes. But while this recession is technically over, most experts say that the recovery cycle can take anywhere from 5 to 15 years to complete. That means we must continue to go and grow through the process to turn this setback into a stellar comeback. How do we learn to thrive when we have a setback in life? Well, friends, first, don't panic. The word panic is taken from Greek word to choke. To choke means to cut off, to disengage, and to disconnect. When you panic, you cut off the air to your brain. When you cut off the air to your brain, you cannot think clearly. And when you are unable to think clearly, you are unable to make wise decisions. And if you are unable to make wise decisions, you usually end up making poor decisions. History shows, my friends, us multiple examples of people who panicked and made poor decisions. During the stock market crash of 1929, thousands of people panicked and committed suicide. But the market came back bigger and better than before. The stock market crash was called a crisis. Crisis is a word with dual meanings: great challenge and or great opportunity. In the landmark book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, he states in every adversity there is always the seed for equal or greater benefit. The greater benefit concept was reinforced during an interview I had with Dave Yahoo on my series show. Dave Yahoo is a dynamic speaker and business consultant who is in his 80s, yet is still working like a person in his 50s. Remember now, this is me writing about this guy. So Dave was born in 1928, 1 year before the Wall Street crash. He vividly remembers the Great Depression and how he and his parents got through it. Dave said, "When I grew up, we didn't know anything but tough times. We learned tough times don't last, but tough people do. You can't panic, but be committed to working on your goals and personal achievements all the way through it. Research shows that world economics will have good times, followed by tough times, followed by good times, followed by tough times, and then back to good times. So the key is, do not panic. Those who succeed over the long term know this. You thrive when you accept that setbacks are part of any business. Yet those who dwell only on the challenges setbacks brings routinely falter. The secret is to not ever give up. Keep going and growing through your challenges. These temporary setbacks can empower you to reach even greater levels of future business success. Here are the 4 steps to turn your setbacks into comebacks. Focus your vision. Where you focus your energy determines where you will go. If you focus on setbacks and the challenges it brought to you, your business can't move forward. However, when you focus your vision on what you want your business to become, despite the setbacks, then you're using the setback for what it really is, a transition period. Since every business will go through some sort of change or setback, it's important to be able to look past the obstacles and plan your future strategies. In order to develop your new business focus, ask yourself these questions. Friends, What is the big picture goal I have for my business? What can I do differently to keep this setback from happening again? What goals, sales, product development, customer retention, etc., do I want my business to achieve in the next 3 to 6 to 12 months? And this is also, business is so much like life itself. How can I use this setback as a learning experience so you can learn these business setbacks in your own personal life? He writes, in my book, A Setback is a Setback for a Comeback, I have a chapter titled Face It, Trace It, Erase It, and Replace It. The chapter tells the reader that we all have setbacks, but once we face it and trace it, we can learn to avoid it in the future. Then we need to erase any stigma we feel about the setbacks and replace the negative thoughts with a positive thought. Let me just move this cat, little guy. Rather than beating ourselves up, we pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and go about getting it done better in the future. Use the answers to these questions I just asked you as your guide to develop your revised business focus. Number 2 is make a decision. Both success and failure are decisions. So once your vision is in place, you need to decide you're going to win despite the setbacks. The truth is, successful business people choose to be successful. Come on, this cat. They know the decision here. See this little guy? He keeps talking about setbacks. Every time he jumps up, he shakes my camera. Some decisions you'll have to make in order for your business to overcome a setback includes the following. You are my advisors. Who are my advisors? Negative advisors who focus on the setback won't help you overcome it. You need to decide to associate with positive advisors, just like in your personal life, positive people to share your vision. He writes, is my new goal big enough? Just because you have a setback doesn't mean you have to start over small. Make decisions to see the big picture first, then you can work your way backward to meeting that goal. Friends, what steps must I take to meet my goal? Plan out specifically what you will do to meet your new goal. For example, if your goal is to increase sales by 33%, write out what you will do to accomplish that and the time frame you're allowing yourself to meet that goal. Number 3, take action. Take action. A decision without action is simply an illusion. An action without a vision is mere confusion. Yet, a vision plus decisive action can give your goals a life transfusion. Once you decide on strategies for making your new business vision reality, you must take action. That's also in your personal life, my friends. You must take action on every one of those strategies or goals. Unfortunately, many business people never act on their decisions. While they have every intention of making their new business vision a reality, they lack the determination and persistence that is required to take the action. When you take action on your decision, you're taking responsibility for your setbacks. You hear this kitten purring? You're now ready to move forward and attain your next goal. Remember, you may not be responsible for getting knocked down, but you are solely responsible for getting back up. Only those who act achieve their goals. Last but not least, number 4, keep the desire. Desire is a degree of energy you're willing to exert in order to reach your goals. In other words, how badly do you want your business or your personal life to thrive, and are you willing to do everything possible to make that happen? In order to reach your new, revised personal goals and business goals, it takes consistent follow-through with every action, even if it involves a degree of risk. While taking a risk can be intimidating, especially after a setback, it is a necessary ingredient to reaching new goals in personal lives and business lives. There's an old saying, it's impossible to reach your second base if you are afraid to leave the first base. Decide how badly you want to achieve your goal, then, only then, keep going until you achieve it. Having a business setback or personal setback is not an if proposition, it's a when proposition. And when one happens, you need to make a conscious decision to view it as not a problem, but rather as a learning opportunity. Decide what you're going to do about the setback and focus on a solution. Over the years, I have interviewed hundreds of super successful business people, as well as hundreds of people with personal setbacks on either my shows or my radio show, television shows. Every single one has had setbacks. Yet, I have stated in my books, and these successful people have confirmed that a setback is not the end of the road, but rather a bend in the road. And the only ones who crash are those who fail to make the turn. Viewing your personal or business setbacks as a chance for future growth allows every business and personal challenge the opportunity for a positive outcome. And every setback can be seen as nothing but a setup for an incredible comeback. Setback and comebacks. Keep making great things happen, and as I share with my audience each and every week on my radio show, stay positive and remember your best is yet to come. Call me at 844-405-HELP. Together we can help each other take our lives back. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And remember, a simple smile. All right, you just scratched. A simple smile can help a stranger and can also change your life forever. May God bless each and every one of you. This little kitten is very frisky this morning, so I gotta go, and you all have a great day. May God bless you, and remember, a setback is setting you up for a comeback. That's all that is. Take care. God loves you, and